I'm from Barnhome Projects. Like, originated from Barnhome.
Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia.
What was it like for you growing up in Atlanta? Can you paint that picture for us?
You know, typical. Growing up in the projects, young, wild. Like, you know, I caught early though. Like, I learned how to, like, I was ahead of like people my age. Like, I used to, like, go hang with all the older people from the hood, get all the game, soak the game up, come back, run the game on the young nigga. Like, so I was faster. Like, I started getting money early. Like, I started moving different early. Like, you know, it was hard, but I made it easy for me. Like, I learned the game early. So, I switched that.
How early?
I probably like 16, 17, I was hardball playing. I was playing hardball.
When it comes to the streets, and looking back dealing with the streets, that can be a very risky path to take. There's consequences that can happen. There's violence that can happen. There's jail or prison time, some sort of incarceration that could happen. There's that looking over your shoulder feeling. Why go that route for you?
Hey, like I just told you, sometimes you don't choose the streets choose you.
Unavoidable?
Sometimes you can't even avoid them.
Any regrets dealing with the streets?
I told you I don't regret nothing I ever did in life. If I had the chance, I'd do the same thing over.
Was it worth it? Was the risk worth the reward or what you got out of it?
You're gonna get what you put in, you feel me? The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward.
What did your parents think while all this was going on?
Hey, you know, ain't nothing they can think. Like, cause at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to, if I was to go to jail, I'm gonna have to be the one sitting in jail. If I make the money, I'm gonna be the one making the money. You know, my folks ain't really have it like that. So, you know, I like now they got big houses, cars, like they straight. So.
Was it something you hid from them or they were aware of it?
Nah, like put it in their face. Like, you gotta accept me for me. Anybody who around me gonna have to accept me for me. Like, I ain't trying to hide nothing. Like, you gonna accept me, and that's just how it is.
Were they worried about like your well-being or, possibilities of stuff that could happen to you?
You your mama child, you know, she gonna have worries. She gonna call and check on you, call you 1,000,000 times a day. You know, that's just being a parent though, you feel me? Like, she gonna have thoughts of you not coming home, making it home some nights, all that. But that's just the life it is. Like, you just gotta accept that life you in, you feel me?
Somebody watching this, let's say they're a teenager, right? Teenage kid. And, let me ask you this. When you were involved in street activity, in that street lifestyle, you were 1 foot in school, 1 foot out?
I was for a minute, then I just got all the way out. Like, but I tell the child, like, stay in school. I wish I stayed in school. Like, I hate that I ain't stay in school. I used to have thought like, damn, I wish I was in school. Like, but it is what it is.
How old were you when you dropped out, or what grade?
I was probably like ninth grade. Yeah, I was like in the 9th grade. I dropped out.
Just starting out high school, freshman.
Yeah.
Very young.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of young niggas from my hood dropped out early. Like, it was a lot of it is what it is.
While you were in school, what kind of kid were you in class?
And I went to school. Like when I did go to school, I was in class. I ain't skipped. I wasn't none of that. Like I was a known person, but I ain't go to school on no bad shit. Like you know, if you tried me, we were gonna handle that. Like, but I wasn't just like starring shit. Like I go to class, do my work, like finish class, like going on to the block when school over. Like what I did at home, I kept it at home. Like when I was in the hood, like I kept the hoodness in the hood. Like when I went to school, I got down. I did my thing.
Did you rap in school at all?
Nah, I ain't never think I would be rapping. Never in my life.
Mm.
Like, there was just something happened this year.
And we talked about that in another segment previously, but when it came to your parents and you dropping out, what was their reaction to you dropping out?
You know, my mama didn't want with it, but, you know, as time went by, they knew they couldn't just do nothing about it. I ended up going, like, to, like, a little program, like, getting, like, a little g.e.d., like, to show my mom, like, I will try something for you. Like, I ended up doing that, like, getting the construction trade. I did all that, but, like, I just did it for her, though. I ain't do it for me. Cause I really ain't care about it. I was too far gone in it.
So you did actually get your GED?
Yeah, I went to like a little GED program. Got it for. I went just to get the GED for my mom, like to show her like I do something for you. You feel me? Like I ain't no dummy, no nothing like that. Like too smart.
Was that easy or hard to get a GED?
Yeah, it was too easy. Like.
Now, the construction trade, was that the only thing you did as far as jobs growing up? Or did you just...
Nah, I just got the trade.
Oh, you didn't actually do
work.
the job?
Nah. I just got the trade. I ain't go work. I ain't do none of that.
Never had a job?
Nah. I had one. I had a construction job. I quit on the first day.
First day?
Like, first day.
What would make you quit on your first day?
Like, phone ringing like hell. Like, I'm like, man, I'm gone. Like, man, I'm finna go make this money right now, I'm telling you. Like, I quit on the first day, I ain't gonna lie. Like, my phone ringing like hell. Like, my uncle was the boss. He knew me, you feel me? Like, so, he see me like, I'm on the phone working. Like, shit, I just like, man, I'm gone. Like, fuck this shit, I'm gone. I ain't even gonna waste your time.
Now, are both parents in your life today?
Yeah.
Together, separated?
Nah, they separated. Like, they been separated my whole life. But, you know, my daddy, he come give me game. Like, my mama, like, she love me to death.
So you're on good terms with both?
Yeah, I take care of my mama. Like, make sure my dad is straight.
Growing up, you lived with your mom, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Like, I ain't live with my mom. Like, growing up, I lived with my stepmom. Like, so, we just, like, but we always had a good, like, connection with each other.
Okay. Because I know you mentioned mom a couple times during the interview. Were you referring to your biological mother, your stepmother, or?
Both of them really, like, they both got down. They both played a good part in my life.
So you stayed with your biological dad and your stepmom?
My biological mom, like, she more job, go to work, all that.
I see.
My stepmom, she street. Like, she gave me all the game in the street. So, like, that's how I was, like, knew how to move sometimes. Then I hung around with the older people, like, so, like, that's how I was just more, like, advanced than, like, people around my age.
So growing up, you stayed with your dad and
Nah, I
stepmom?
stayed with my mom. I stayed with my stepmom. Like, I ain't no dad.
Oh.
Like, my dad, like, he came and see, like, you know, he come see me. Like, but he knew I was already, like, thugging it.
I see.
So he just come, like, he know, like, I'm thugging it, so he just come, hey, son, watch your back, don't trust niggas. Like, you know, give your son the game. You can't do nothing but get on the game now. Because he gonna do what he gonna do anyway.
Now, what about as far as siblings? I know when we had talked before, you had mentioned the reason behind your face tattoo was your brother who's doing life in prison.
Yeah.
Was he your only brother, or did you have other siblings?
Nah, like, I got a brother dead. I got a couple sisters. Like, I got another brother locked up. I got a couple brothers. Like, it's like 8 of us. So, like, 4 boys, 4 girls. Like, my older brother, he dead, though.
Natural causes?
Nah, he got hit on got hit by an 18-wheeler.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Like, that was my dog. That was my right hand, for sure.
Your brother that's doing life in prison, may I ask what he's doing it for?
You know, same. He's straight.
How old were you when that happened? When he actually got locked up? Was it during your teenage years?
Yeah.
Was that hard for you to deal with?
It was, but, you know, I had to keep it moving, you feel me?
How soon after, because we did talk about you getting the face tattoo as a representation to him. After he got locked up, how soon before you tatted
Once
yourself?
they told me he got life. It was like a year after he got locked up, because he sat in jail about a year. Then they gave him life. I went straight, like, as soon as they gave him life, went straight and got a tattoo.
What did he think of your tattoos?
You know, he loved me to death. Like, you know, he tatted, so it really don't, you know. I told you, we were young. We go straight in the face.
Now, how does, and I don't meet too many people like yourself that have somebody that's incarcerated for life, so how does one deal with something like that? How does one cope with somebody that has to do the rest of their life in incarceration?
You just try to make their time easy as possible. Like, if he call right now, I'm answer the phone for him. He need money on that book, put money on that book. I always make sure you straight. Like, whatever he want in there that I could possibly get, I buy him phones all day. Like, motherfucker be $1,000. Like, a flip phone might be 1,000. Like, whatever he want, just make time easy for him, cause ain't nothing that you possibly really can do.
How often do you get a chance to communicate with him or actually visit him face to face?
Like, I ain't seen him since he went down the road. He been in there like down there 10 years. I ain't seen him about 7 years.
Is it because he doesn't want to be seen? Is it just
like, you know, I be having too much going on just to go down there. Like, but you know, I buy on phone, so you know he'll call on like the little app they be having. Like, so we'll FaceTime each other.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
So even though you haven't physically seen him in person, you are able to FaceTime him and see what he looks like.
Yeah, more different.
I see. How's his spirit?
He's straight. He know what it is.
Does he live far away from you?
Shit, he down the road. He too far away from me.
Now, as far as your family, obviously you're doing music now. Is there anybody else in your family that does music too, or just yourself?
Nah, just me.
What does your family think about your rap career so far? What do they make of it?
They love me. Like, they my #1 fan.
Supportive?
Supportive to death.
Supportive right away, or did they have to warm up to it?
Nah, like, whatever I'm with, they with. Ain't no, I can be a one-hit wonder. Like, my music can be pure trash. Like, they still gonna support me.
What does your brother think about your music? Has he had a chance to hear it?
Yeah, you know, he love it. He loves what I'm doing.
Have your parents had a chance to see you perform live yet?
Yeah, they came to one of the shows the other day.
What was their reaction?
You know, they just smiling. Like, you know, I be really shy. Like, 'cause I don't talk much. Like, I don't do a lot of time, so they happy. Like, they love to see what I'm doing. They love what I'm doing.
Now, just thinking back, right? We talked about your upbringing, but just thinking back in your life, what would Big Marlo say to Little Marlo right now? And we're talking about your adult self telling your younger self, knowing what you know now. Is there any piece of advice you would tell? I mean, obviously your name's Little Marlo, but for this question, okay, what would Big Marlo tell Little Marlo?
Keep doing it. Keep going. Don't stop. You know where we from? We put them straight in the chokehold. Keep your foot on their neck.